Hello everyone, it's October 13, 2021. Thank you for watching Awesome 10X. And today, Philippine Market Deep Dive, we're going to discuss Villar's all-day IPO. So let's just read through a lot of news articles here and take a look on this IPO. According to the prospectus, Villar's all-day MARTS is gearing up for a 6 billion peso public offering. It has filed an IPO. It's offering up to 6 billion common shares. It actually handled it at 60 cents. The recent, actually, this is the final offer price. The final offer price is 60 cents per common share. They're selling about 685 million, 6.85 billion shares with up to 685 million extra option shares or 10% higher. The IPO will run October 15 to 25. It will list next month, November 3. The proceeds will be used for debt repayment, capex, working capital for expansion, citing documents that filed by ALLDY MARTS. It is a supermarket with a total of 33 stores. So compared, of course, to Pure Gold, this is still a small supermarket. Let's take a look on more news about this grocery chain. So the same thing. They're planning to have open 45 stores next year and 100 supermarkets or all days by end 2026. So this is going to be a small IPO, small growth stock. Because in the Philippines, it's true that every time there is a real estate property of Villar, all these real estates would definitely want to have their supermarkets nearby. So in a way, the growth trajectory that Villar's all-day supermarket is sharing is achievable. Like if you're gonna tell me you're gonna open 100 stores within 5 years, can they really hit that? The answer to me is a yes. Now let's take a look what 2020 and 2021 earnings and sales are. So we know that we are in a pandemic, but consumer staples like supermarkets are obviously more resilient. Let's take a look at what they are sharing in their prospectus. So let's take a look. ALLDY says here that they're gonna authorize to declare dividends. A cash dividend is gonna be required for further approval, not less than 2/3 of the company's actual outstanding stock. It may be delivered and declared from available unrestricted retained earnings. So aren't the current policy, they are looking to give 10 to 30% of net income after tax for a maintenance of annual cash dividend payment ratio. So in general, 10 to 30% net income tax, I believe that would translate somewhere to about 1 to 2% yield because supermarkets are not expected maximum maybe 3% if they want to actually give a huge bonus to any special years, no, if they've got special dividends. So don't think of it as a dividend play, but it's also a bonus. Like if you own an ALLDY, that's good to know that they are planning to really shell out 10 to 30% cash divs for all the shareholders. So let's take a look further. Expected timetable. So ito na, October 15 to October 25. We already know that. Trading participants will get, I believe, 9 million pesos. It says here, guys, you can see how much allocation you can get per trading participant. That means if you are a WealthSec client, 8.77 million pesos or up to 10 million shares are given per brokerage firm. So I'm not sure if they will give more allocation to other bigger firms. Like example, Call Financial, they have more clients. I think next time, I'm not sure if PSE will do this, but the proper way that Philippine Stock Exchange should allocate is based man lang to the trading volume. So example, if a Timson Securities has, let's say, 1,000 clients, but have trading volume of about 100 million, then they have a share of the pie, like value turnover. And of course, like other smaller participants, which has less than 10 million value turnover per day, they should have less allocation. Kasi within IPO, obviously, like a CitySec would have somewhere in the 1 to 2 billion peso value traded per day, they have to have more allocation. So medyo old school pa yung rules ng PSE, which I hope they can change to make it fairer. Kasi nangyayari dyan, lagi na lang, people end up opening several accounts in many brokerage firms just to get allocation if they ever want to, which is really which can really be fixed simply by Philippine Stock Exchange. Change mo lang yung rules, instead of allocation per trading participant, make it allocation based on value turnover of that trading participant. Solved ka. So anyway, that's just my idea. Pero sa bagay, I'm not naman Philippine Stock Exchange But I hope that they are thinking about that for the welfare of individual investors. Okay, over allotment option of up to 685 million shares, no? Okay, let's read further on the, what I want you to understand is what's the sales revenues. Here in the offering term sheet, wala akong nakita. Let's see kung may mga news articles na nagsishare ng earnings. Sige. So this one is notes, commentary. Sige, let's read this. Villar family have the chance to sit with the prospectus. The main thing that jumps up to me is that the all-day convenience store brand in this offering is very different from Mary Mart, including all the store formats from the full-size grocery to the convenience store. Net profit margin is 3%, similar as well. Actually, 3% is very low given that other supermarkets can hit 6%. But that's owing to the fact that Pure Gold, for instance, 12% on an SNR, very low 4% on a Pure Gold. So nakaka-hit yan ng 6 to 10% net income margin. All days maximum price would be just 8 times multiple. Actually, I don't know. Titingnan natin tong net income na to. I've been trying to see saan ba yung all-day IPO investors relations prospectus. Hanapin natin ngayon. Asan yung prospectus? Nasa edge ba? Basahin natin yung earnings. Sige. Fast read tayo sa commentary. The grand plan, okay, gets na yan. The grand plan is 100 stores, so okay lang yon. All days profitability will not last forever. One way that the Villar family is pushing a white label strategy, that's similar to what SM did, SM Bonus and the likes. Pure Gold also has those things. Home has increased profitability, marketing in-house products. Yeah, so Home is the Wilcon version of Villar. All Day is the Pure Gold version of Villar's conglomerate. I think in general, because Villar has, meron silang mga specific lands, diba? They have the Villar Camellia Homes, they have these Cavite properties. That's why most of the stores are situated beside those stores. So they have preference. Example, if I have a nearby real estate lot, tatabihan ko na yan ng convenience stores instead of having a 7-Eleven or a mini stop. So to me, it is a synergistic effort from Villar. So normal yan for them to invest in the likes of supermarkets because this is a very I'd say it's a recurring business, small gain pero recurring. So some of the people would like this. Bakit hindi ko makita yung actual prospectus? My final offer price. Nasaan guys yung, if you know where the prospectus is, puro offer price lang eh. I need to see the website. Yung parang sa Keepers Holdings, meron tayong prospectus dapat eh. Para mabasa natin. Prospectus usually 200 pages, but you just need to see the cash statements. Ito, allday.com.ph. Let's go. Nandito. Click natin. Sorry guys, sarado natin. Marami akong naka-open. Baka nababagalan kayo. Terms of offer, gets na natin yung mga details na yan. Yeah, people were asking me how much. How could I basically give an assessment if I don't see the prospectus? Wala akong makitang sales here. Pero yung first comment ko dito is, if the pricing is really, as I'm not sure kung tama, yung sinabi niya, 8 times multiple, papatulan yan kung talagang 8 times PE ito. Kasi the average, kaya yan mga 12 times, 15 times, even if you're a small company. So there, you start shopping. Sabihin na natin na sa taga Palawan, meron ba sila? I don't know where they are, where are the locations. But you can see right now, the name of the game in shopping online is also big. So may e-commerce na rin yung mga Pure Gold. So another thing that you want to actually check out for all day is can they have sales in the e-commerce wherein they're just Kasi yun yung trend diba? You just send people will just buy whatever they want and then send it straight to their homes. So magpa-partnership ka lang with the logistics like mga Grab or mag-partner ka with a Food Panda, tapos yung usapan. Coron. Kunwari lang, taga Palawan ako, start shopping. Ship to Palawan, Coron. So, may groceries. Siguro wala. I don't know kung nag-ship ba silang ganun kalayo. Anyway, so we now deliver 24/7. Let's take a look. They ship in Makati, Parañaque, Las Piñas, Muntinlupa. Of course, Christmas basket. So they're timing-wise, they know the right time kasi seasonal ang supermarkets wherein people buy a lot of goods for Christmas. Like Christmas baskets, gifts. People generally have a higher spend in the fourth quarter. So they are doing that. Tama naman yon. You can buy these. Okay, meron sila mga popular categories. Just like any supermarket. So I get this. Order tracker. I need to see how much sales. Corporate tayo. Tingnan natin Pero if they are gonna list at 6 billion pesos, basically divide mo na lang by 33 stores. Sabihin na natin 100 stores na to. 6 billion pesos divided by 100 stores, you are paying roughly 6 million pesos. Tama ba? Sorry, 60 million pesos per store. Which is expensive if hindi mura ang 6 billion guys, kahit na i-grow na natin sa 100 stores. Kasi kung ang sales ng isang supermarket ng Pure Gold umaabot lang ng mga, hindi to convenience store convenience store, alam ko margins niyan 20%, yung mga 7-Eleven. Ang mga convenience stores tataas yung margin mo, pero syempre blended multiple to. Kahit i-grow natin yung 33 stores, ilubos na natin yung na-deal na yung 100 stores, parang mahal guys yung 6 billion. Ilan yung market cap ngayon ng Mrs. G? I think Mrs. G right now is trading less than 1 peso, di ba? 130. Tingnan natin Metro Gaisano market cap. Parang less than 1 billion yata to So from the first look pa lang, mahal tong ALLDY. Sorry. Market cap ng Metro Gaisano is 4.7. Magma-market cap si ALLDY ng 6 billion with store count of 33 stores. Di hamak na mas mura tong Metro Retail Gaisano. Kasi itong Gaisano, they are the same, no? Same type of business. Although natamaan to sa department store, mahal. Hindi ako naniniwala sa sinasabing 8 times PE multiple nitong article na to. May konting kamahalan ng 6 billion, guys. For 33 stores. So, yeah. So, we all know, kalaban ng ALLDY ang Robinsons Retail. The largest is supermarket would be Pure Gold and SM. So, I think it's more of an expansion play. Okay, let's see The money is gonna be used to fund the ongoing store network expansion. So, 4 billion yon. If you're gonna expand from 33 to 100 stores, lumalabas, binibilang nilang 40 million. 40 to 50 to 60 million yon. Kasi 4 divided by 66 Di 60 million nga. Kasi 'di ba? 60 million times mo ng 106 billion. So 60 million pesos ba para magpagawa ng isang store? Hindi naman. Namamahalan ako diyan kasi kahit lagyan natin ng inventory yan, ang sales siguro ng isang all-day supermarket, wala pa sigurong 60M Nakaka 5M ba yan per month? Hindi ko sure Yung Pure Gold ng mga stores, nakaka 5M na yon. Pero kung bago ka, parang hindi pa ata. So, out of the 1 billion net proceeds is going to be store network, 700 is capex, 480 million is initial working capital. As all of our stores are leased, we are not going to incur any expenses for construction. We do not have plans to acquire land. So far, they recorded a profit of 180 million. Sige, bilangin natin yung mga nakikita natin. Sales so far is 4 billion. So 4 billion, 33 stores. On average, nakaka-earn pala siya ng 4.5 divide mo by 30. So 150 million. 150 million ang sales ng isang all day. 150. Okay, so malaki pala ang sales ng isang all day. Kala ko kasi maliit lang yung all day ng mga supermarkets eh. Okay. So what they're saying is that their total expenditure is 60 million, but they can average a sales of 100. Sabihin na natin hindi 150 million, 100 million. So sa 100 million, kung kumikita sila ng sabihin na natin 3 million, 20 times PE yun, di ba? Di ba? Kasi 60 yung puhunan, 3 million yung kita mo, 20 years, 20 times price to earnings to. So if that's given, kulang kasi tayo ng data eh, kaya ang hirap maghusga eh. Asan ba? Ito prospectus, click ko na, corporate.allday.com. Close natin to para bumilis yung aking internet, ang bagal pa rin Sige, saraduhin natin tong mga to. I was reading, and yan, mamaya na to. Ba't ang tagal? Hindi ko mabasa eh. They will pay off loans, okay din yon. So they have banks na may loan, 1.67 billion sa Union Bank, 900 million kay PBB, Maybank, Security Bank. So itong mga to, lahat ng banks na to, babayaran yan. Pay off the loan with interest rates. So, if you'll notice, yung mga mayaman, lalong yung mayaman. Kasi this IPO will enable them to expand. Presentations, bagal. Pasensya, hindi ko mabasa ang ating presentation. Corporate. Let's just compare. The reason why Metro Retail Gaisano is not doing well is because walang kinikita. So in fairness, ito si Metro Retail, nag-drop yung foot traffic, puro losses for the last 6 months, net loss of 450 million stores. Now we have to assume that babawi sila. So from an aspect of supermarket, I'd have to say mahal yung all day. Parang mas mura to. Tingnan mo, net loss bumawas na from 400 million naging 100 million, naging 50 million. Kung talagang may kicker yield ang reopening for the next 3 months, next 6 months, it's possible na etong 52-week range ng Metro Retail, which is 1.2 to 1.7, ito yung mag-appreciate over the next 6 months. But at the same time, over the next 6 months, if people are really bullish on the holiday season, potentially because all-day IPO is new, may income naman, pwedeng tulakin. Pero to say that it's cheap, parang di ako naniniwala sa 8 times multiple. Mga nasa 20 times multiple to. Yung 6 billion peso na supermarket. Okay. Investment highlights, we are fully combining e-commerce, hybrid model, online shopping. So maganda sana kung naka-breakdown how much of their sales today is generated by how many customers are doing online, how many customers are doing offline, para we can really see it. So premium aesthetics, innovative in-store concepts, they are targeting middle and upper income classes. That's good kasi some of the upper income, possibly makaka-margin ka ng 10 to 20% just for that convenience. So pwede naman nila gawin yan. Walmart did this in the US. free shipping. Basta meron kang average sales ticket of, let's say, 5,000 pesos, free shipping. Kasi bawi na nila yun. Sa 5,000, kung meron silang 10% margin, 500 pesos na yung kinita nila. So kahit i-free shipping nila yan, kasi over time, kung meron silang specific na logistics-wise, kaya nila yan eh. Mga operation management na yan. They can manage the shipping na hindi na, I don't think sa Philippines kaya natin gumawa ng same like Amazon na within 1 hour ship na yan. But in the US, they can do it kahit 1 day or 2 days. So siguro sa Philippines, ma-improve yan. And that would increase the store, hindi importante store count. Importante is sales, no? So if they can generate 50 million sales with just 30 stores or 150 million pesos nga, no, yung sales nila, okay yun. Actually, doon ako nabigla na, wow, 150 million yung average sales. That's big for a 33 store count. Big yun, comparative to Pure Gold sales. Kasi ang average ticket sales ng Pure Gold, makikita naman natin eh. Actually, mas sanay tayo sa Pure Gold. Slides that tayo. Punta tayo sa slides ng Pure Gold para makakompare tayo ng maigi sa ALLDY. Parang alam ko sa Pure Gold, mga 50 million lang eh, yung sales a year, ng average na maliit na size Hindi ko alam kung meron ako dito slides nun. But you can go back to my Pure Gold All-Day Panalo deep dive, wherein we covered Pure Gold ng mga 34, 36. We said na talagang value for money yun. So, anyway, pardon, mukhang kulang ang aking pag-research. Anyway, I'll just read this for you. Let's read the important highlights here. They have 30,000 to 40,000 SKUs, 3,600 local international brands, 23% are curated internationally. Okay lang, get. So basically, marami silang import. Best-in-class e-commerce platform. Okay, got it. So they're already serving a number of NCR cities. Got it. So they're also working with online third-party platforms, Metro Mart, Picaru, Lazada, Shopee, GrabMart, PandaMart. So okay din yun. So meron na silang integration dyan. So far, nakasulat na rin, total online sales is just 3%. So if this 3%, kung na-train mo yung mga Filipinos to become 10% or 15% market share, tataas yung margin because e-commerce is generally a cheaper margin. Hindi ka na magbibuild ng store eh. If you have to spend about 50 million, I don't know how much they spend for one store. If capex nila for one store, sabi na lang natin, wag na lang 50 million, capex of 10 million. Kung makakasell ka naman online ng 10 million pesos without having to shell out that much, what's 3% of 4.5 billion? 3% of 4.5 billion is around 150 million, tama ba? Oh, 135 million yun eh. 45 times 3, samgo. So talagang lumalabas magro-grow yung margin and income ni all-day supermarket kung pag-igihan niya tong e-commerce kesa open ng open. So kung nakikinig yung mga all-day na investors dyan, mas maganda i-continue nila yung online user base. Although I guess for them, tama rin naman, they're expanding their store network para ang name of the game here is basta ma-serve mo eh. So magiging warehouse hub lang. Kunwari sa Cavite, isang warehouse, serve mo tong community of 10,000 people. So parang ganon. Meron kang physical storefront pero mas marami dapat sales mo. Yeah, so the name of the game, ganyan naman yung labanan ngayon e-commerce. Strategic, sustainable. So tama to. Strategic physical network expansion. This is the right path. So dapat yung AI nila, nakikita kung ilan ba yung mga tao na nag-order talaga sa kanila, saan nakatira. If they are living in mga Cavite, dapat mas marami silang store count doon. Or not necessarily maraming store count, mas maraming SKU lang. Tapos they can just tell people and train people, guys, free shipping kami ma'am. Every time mag-order kayo, actually may way yan, i-gamify mo lang i-train mo yung mga tao na, pag nag-order ka online, meron kang free itlog, free 1 dozen eggs. So, mga Pinoy, bigyan mo lang ng free 100 pesos, sobrang bilis na nila mag-adapt. Like, ako, McDonald's, bigyan mo lang ng free discount, orderan kita McDonald's delivery. So, ganyan naman mga Pinoy, very adept. So okay naman, I think all day, if you're gonna ask me, is it a good buy? First look, good buy, pero hindi siya super cheap. Hindi ko nakikita yung parang sinasabing aspect na sobrang mura. Kasi just like normal supermarkets lang naman. Hindi siya like outstanding na, wow, lakas ng income growth. Ox lang. I mean, rating-wise, neutral. Neutral to bullish. Will you get the IPO? Usually naman IPO, pinag-aagawan yan. As I said, 9 million pesos per trading participant. So, ihahati-hati nila yan to several brokerage firms. So, will it pop on the IPO? I think it will. But is it cheap? Fair. It's not cheap. Kung cheap lang, ito sobrang cheap. Pero I don't know kung aangat. Minsan cheap doesn't go up. Another thing, sige, let's ask people your ideas. Let's take a look at your comments and questions. Good afternoon. 0.6 peso has townships middle class. I don't know if it will have a potential 100% move. That's already speculation. Pero yun nga, as I said, 6 billion peso IPO, yung nakikita, ang hirap eh, hindi ko makita yung prospectus. So, ayun, kanina pa ako nag-click dito eh, parang wala akong nakikita masyado sa infos. Ito na ba yun? Ito na yung prospectus. Parang kulang kasi sa numbers eh. Well, from the way that we have seen here, tama naman to. Vistaland has unparalleled coverage. It already has presence in 147 cities, 49 provinces across the Philippines. All the IPO is just a recurring income portfolio via the rollout of leasable commercial spaces in the form of malls, retail stores, because Vistaland has a total leasable area of 1.6 million square meters. Ang play dito is, I think, ang ginagawa ni Villar, ginagawa niyang mas maganda, mas productive, no? Mas productive yung asset niya, which is marami akong lupa, guys. So, anong gagawin sa lupa ko? I'm gonna build a community. And when there's a community, there needs to be a supermarket, there needs to be that all home. So, this is all the master plan of Villar. May all day, may all home, may meron kang Villar na homes. That's also the same way na parang sinasabi ni Mega World. Actually, Mega World owns Picaru. So si Mega World, hindi na siya gumawa ng supermarket chain. Ginawa lang ni Mega World, mag-order ka na lang sa Picaru, deliver ko. So ako, skeptic ako sa expansion. Kasi nakikita mo na nga sa e-commerce na hindi mo kailangan mag-expand ng mag-expand. Ba't ka mag-suspend ng 1 billion pesos? Sa tingin ko nga, pwede nilang gawin 250 million pesos lang yung store expansion eh. Tapos mas maraming rollout, puro e-commerce. Gawin nila talaga parang Amazon online shopping na lang, na Walmart shopping. Invest more digitally rather than physical. So, skeptic ako dun sa 1 billion peso na use of proceeds eh. Kung strategy-wise, risky pa rin kasi to open, if you'll ask me, risky to open a store. Ang dami mong expenses. There's a question, recommended mo ba ang Villar all day to buy for long term? Parang hindi ko sigurado hindi ko sigurado eh. Kasi as you know, 3% lang yung market share, ang liit lang. I mean, hindi nga eh. Wala pa siguro itong 3% market share. 4.5 billion pesos. Kumpara natin sa Pure Gold si Pure Gold more than 150 billion sales, 200 billion sales na ata si Pure Gold ngayon eh. So maliit lang tong player na to. So hindi ko sure. Kung long term, syempre nakikita ko Pure Gold yung long term. Pero ito, speculative play to. Market cap niya is nasa 6 billion, kaya mataas, no? Bayad sa loan, yes. Pero yung loan kasi, tama naman yun. If you'll ask me, pag may pera ka, bayaran mo yung loan para self-generating. Kasi ang nangyari dito, it means that the initial 40 stores or the initial 33 stores of this Villar family, they borrowed from Union Bank. Although this is unrelated, a Villar brother will also have an IPO for their medical line of medical equipment, November target. Guys, hindi ako masyado sigurado sa IPO na to. Hindi ako like parang sure buy. But the thing is, sobrang liit nga talaga. Let's talk about the positives. The positives is 9 million peso lang per trading participant. Papakyawin yan. Kung 9 million pesos lang, sabihin na lang natin may 10 sa isang wealth sec, sabihin natin may 10,000 clients. 9 million pesos, 10,000 clients. Sabihin na lang natin 1,000 people subscribe. 9,000 pesos lang each. That's a small amount of money. Idagdag mo pa sa CitySec, 100, 200,000 clients. Sabihin na lang natin 20,000 people subscribe. 9 million pesos. Kahit bigyan mo pa ng more float si Call Financial, sobrang liit ng IPO na 1 billion pesos. So, papakyawin ba tong 1 billion pesos na to? Magkakaroon ba ng speculative fever like Mary Mart? Kung float lang usapan, positives tayo dyan. Kung uusapan natin long term, sa usapang long term, recurring naman yung 3% net profit. Totoo may stable margins. Ang real estate na may katabing supermarket. Parang sinabi mo sa akin, let's say meron akong lupa, tapos meron akong 10,000 people dito sa Villar community na to. Yung 10,000 people na yon, I can give them a preferred shipping. Guys, maraming paraan. Kung marunong si Villar, bigyan niya na ako gagawin ko dyan, kung meron akong 10,000 na community dito, free shipping sa lahat ng Camellia Homes, sa Villar Homes. So lahat ng mga yon, free shipping per certain minimum delivery charge. Huwag naman tipong 50 pesos lang, isang piatos lang yung in-order mo, free shipping pa. Talo pa ako dyan. Ibig ko sabihin, bigyan natin ng limit. Delivery minimum, 1,000 pesos, free shipping. Kasi mabibilang mo yan yung cost, merong margin yan. Am I bullish the IPO? Slightly bullish, pero hindi naman super bullish. Gawin natin nasa mga 70% bullish. Hindi ako super bilib, pero hindi rin ako super bearish. Why? Ang dami ngayon talaga na pinapakyaw dahil holiday sales. Malakas yung sentiment ngayon din ng market. So you have to consider strong IPO sentiment, papasukan mo ng holiday sales, maliit yung relative float. 33% float, yes, pero 1 billion peso IPO. That can easily be eaten by this market. So, yun lang. Consider those factors when you are looking to buy this. Is it also going to be positive for Villar entities? Pwede nating tingnan ngayon. This is going to be synergistic for Villar, di ba? So this Villar property will also appreciate over time. Tingnan natin, VLL 367. Tingnan natin yung home. All home, di ba? All home is rising. For the last 5 years, the low of 4, umangat ng 10. So, I think because this is a very small IPO, people are already convinced na baka mag-Mary Mart to. Mary Mart already went like 100%, diba? So, you have to consider si Mary Mart, weaker fundamentals versus ALLDY. Pero nag 100% up. So, there is gonna be the Pavlovian dog bias. What is the Pavlovian dog? People who will buy this kahit 20,000 pesos, 30,000 pesos, they would speculate on this kasi the Pavlov effect. Yung Mary Mart umangat 100%. Ayoko mag-miss out. For just 30,000 pesos, game na ako. So yun yung iisipin ko in this. That's how I will approach this all-day IPO. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. So see you on November 3, wherein this is listed. October 15 to October 25. If you want this all-day IPO, legit naman, kaya I would get. Will I subscribe? I'll subscribe. Makakuha ba ako? I wouldn't know. Usually, IPO, 25,000, 50,000. Try to go to Edge para makakuha kayo ng shares. Thank you very much. I don't know much about the other Medline IPO, so I couldn't really comment. But I think that this IPO will generally have a positive halo effect. Baka nga magka-positive halo effect to sa Villar entities. Vistaland, Home, ganun talaga kasi may ganung aspect Pag up yung IPO ni Villar, up siguro lahat ng Villar entities. So, you can see naman, the Philippine market is nasa 7,000. So, positive momentum continues for the Philippine market. If you are buying markets, makikita mo rin may sell-off, like Asen, take profit yung iba, Converge, nagtitake profit, Mondenisen, some profit taking. I'd say that these IPOs are being profit taken, malay mo, yung mga nagsisell dyan in preparation for the all-day IPO and the Keeper Holdings IPO. That's coming this November. So I think that these two IPOs will be bought by the market. Let's see how the world really, well, not really the world, Filipinos man lang, kahit the local community will accept I think, positive reception for these two IPOs. Okay, thank you very much. See you again this Friday for our Global Market Plus. Bye.